Hello and welcome back to Suspended Fanimation. I'm your host, Dennis Bithoulkas, and it's time for a new series, Peacemaker on HBO Max, Season 1, Episode 1, A Whole New World. Welcome, everybody. Let me take care of some business first, and we'll get into it. If you like what you see here, like, share, and subscribe. If you're still on the fence about subscribing, take a look at the video that pops up at the very end here. YouTube takes the algorithms of all the stuff you've been watching and tries to match it as best as possible. It's one of the videos my vast video library and pops it up here just for you. And if you like what you see there, hit that subscribe button down below there. And if you can, hit that like button, the share button as well. And if you don't want to be notified by YouTube when I come on live, you can hit that bell down below, and YouTube won't notify you when I come on live. So what you should do is go over to suspendedfanimation.com, take a look at the schedule I have up there. I change it out every week. Also, I have all the links to my social media there and all the links to my pages as well. All righty. And yes, I know they did the first 3 episodes, but I'm doing episode 1, and then I'll do episode 2 and episode 3. Okay. So, spoiler alert, I am going to spoil the episode. If you have not seen the episode, go and watch it. Come on back. This will be a video you can comment down below in the comment section. All right. Giving you enough time to pause and all that good stuff. Okay. There we go. So this actually does take place pretty much it's 5 months after the movie that James Gunn did, the Suicide Squad movie that so I wish they had renamed it something. I mean, I know they need to do Suicide Squad, but I wish they had renamed it Suicide Squad Reboot or something like that, or something fun in order to distinguish itself from the other Suicide Squad movie that came out from David Ayers. But this is a sequel. It literally takes place right after the Suicide Squad James Gunn movie. And Peacemaker, of course, is in the hospital. If you actually watch the end of the movie, at the end of the credits, he's in the hospital. He survived getting shot and also having a building fall on him. And all he needed to do is get his clavicle replaced. That was it. That's all he needed to do. So John Cena, of course, is back. He is a very clueless. He wants to be a superhero, but really all he is some guy with guns that kills a lot of people and is potentially racist as well, and also sexist, and pretty much every single stereotype you can think of. Um, and he doesn't get far. He still has the bomb in the back of his neck that Amanda Waller, or in his head that Amanda Waller had put there. Um, they let him, they being Amanda Waller's group, let him go home, break into his place so he can get back in. And as he's sitting there, of course, they tell him, "You're still under arrest. You still need to serve out your 30-year sentence, and you're going to be working for us," kind of thing is what's going on. So he's just basically getting all his effects together. So we see him go to his dad, played by Robert Patrick, the great Robert Patrick, and with a bouffant thing going on top of his head there, which just makes me laugh. And we find out that his dad is the one that makes the helmets for him, and those helmets actually do have a purpose. Each individual helmet has a different, I guess you could say, functionality to it. One has a sonic boom, one has a force field, one will give you scabies. Why? Because every man needs to have scabies once in his life, as his dad puts it. And uh, we just find out that this guy is really just down and out redneck, is really what he is. And he's actually starting to have some doubts about his life being as shitty as it is. And you can see the little dim light of realization going on in the back of that head. It keeps getting extinguished, but it reignites every now and then. And everyone around him just, they look at it as a punishment, except for the new girl who's on the team, who excuse me, Leota. And so Leota is actually Amanda Waller's daughter, we find out. Yes, she's Amanda Waller's daughter. She's there for the one job, as she says. Once she gets the money, she's going to get back on the feet with her and her wife, and they're going to leave this, you know, stuff behind them. Yeah, I don't think so. So, yeah, she's the one that's supposed to be Amanda Waller's eyes and ears on all of this, trying to figure out what's going on with these people. And essentially, what Peacemaker's job is going to be is he's going to eliminate bad guys, as they say, which I'm sure are going to just be people that they think are bad for whatever reason. And first up, we know there's a senator involved, but we haven't gotten there as of yet. This is all played for comedy too. This whole thing. We still haven't seen Vigilante yet. We know Vigilante is in this. We've been introduced to Adrian Chase, who is out of costume. Vigilante is who he is, and Eagly, which of course is Peacemaker's pet eagle. And this is actually it's pretty good. It's pretty funny. It has its moments here and there, and we also get some DC stuff thrown in, like you know, Jamil, the janitor who is at the hospital. Peacemaker says that Aquaman fucks fish, that he pays the guy $50 to go into the aquarium and fuck fish, and that's where he draws the line, and things of that nature. It's the old crude jokes and things like that. Also, Peacemaker gets well, he gets to have some sex, and immediately, pretty much, I would say about 10 minutes afterwards, he ends up getting attacked by the same woman, and she is super powered, has some animal instincts. I don't know what's going on there, but she is beating the fuck out of him. She's stabbing him, everything like that. And he even tries breaking some bones, and she cracks him back into place. And she jumps out of a fourth story window and doesn't break a sweat doing it, and if he didn't have the helmet with the sonic blast, he would have been dead. So that's where we leave off on this first episode with him being given the assignment. We find out a little bit about the team, not a lot about the team, but just a little bit. And we also get that he might be already being hunted by somebody else. We don't know who as of yet, but we know that the members of the team, we've got Amanda Waller's daughter, we've got Harcourt, of course, from the movie. Um, we also have also from the movie, we have John Economos. So he's back again. That's Steve G, by the way, who's back there. And then we have a new person, Clemson Mern, excuse me, who is a mercenary and supposed to be have done really bad things. But yeah. Raymond says it's wildly crass and cringy at times, but I think that's why I like it. Yeah, it's supposed to be like that. It's James Gunn. If you've seen Super, which he did with Rainn Wilson. It's the same kind. Well, it's not as cringy as Super. Super is like super cringy. No pun intended on that. But this is supposed to be crass, cringy. It's supposed to make you uncomfortable because it is un PC, and it is very, I guess you could say this is the anti-DC that they're doing right now. This is anathema to the movies, if you will. It is different than the movies. It's also not Doom Patrol. Doom Patrol is also in your face, but it's also playful. It's more playful, even though there are some big circumstances that happen and some stakes that are in there in Doom Patrol. And it's not as grim and shitty as Titans. So there you go. That's where we're at in all of this. So this is I'm glad they're trying a different tone on this one. Um I want to say this is almost Harley Quinnish in a way, the animated Harley Quinn, but not quite there. Harley Quinn takes it to a different level and it's just fucking funny. This is more, it has some cringy humor in it. So yeah, so the first episode wasn't bad. I'm gonna get to, of course, episodes 2 and 3 and this weekend. But, yeah, for the first episode, it was a good setup. Um, I like where they're going so far. We'll see what happens. And, like I said, I'll take a look at episodes 2 and 3 and do those on Sunday is what's gonna happen. The CGI in this is a bit dodgy, but then again, their DC HBO Max stuff. So I mean, sometimes it's not. I mean, it's good for Doom Patrol. Doom Patrol, they actually do good CGI. This one you could see like it looked bad in spots, especially Eagly at times. Eagly is just like, oh man, that's bad. So yeah. All right. That's pretty much all I got for you guys on that. And Raymond, good to see you in the chat there. Um, anyone else out there? I know I've got 4 people and sitting around there. Anybody else liking this, not liking this? So CBM except for Rita's Arms. Rita's Arms? Huh? Who are you talking about? Who is Rita's Arms? I don't know what you mean, CBM. Do you have any idea who the villain might be? Well, I'm looking at the IMDb, and I do have kind of an idea because the actor who is playing this character usually plays a villain, and he usually plays a really good villain. So I'm actually excited about it because I like him. Oh, the CGI in Doom Patrol, except for Rita's Arms. Thank you. There we go. I was like, "Who's Rita?" And I wasn't thinking about Doom Patrol at all. Sorry, CPM. My brain was someplace else. Sometimes the arms for the arms for Rita can get dodgy at times. I can say that. Yeah. But the real villain, Raymond, is Amanda Waller. It's always Amanda Waller. Amanda Waller is is a villain. That's pretty much it. That's a given. Even though she likes to play that she's not one, she is one. But I hope we see, I mean, this will be a good thing to you'll be able to introduce the likes of like Vandal Savage into this. Um you can introduce a lot of B characters to from DC into this lore and not really damage them all that much by putting them in this Peacemaker series. You can just have it as an adjacent kind of thing. Yeah, her daughter does seem nice, Raymond, but I'm pretty sure there's some dark ends to her as well. And she's gonna end up staying, you know. It's that whole thing, "Yeah, I'm doing one more job and then I'm out." You know, "I'm only 2 weeks to retirement, and then I'm gonna be out." That's usually the whole thing, the whole enchilada of lies. So, what else do I have going on the rest of this week? Raymond says it's weird seeing Robert Patrick as a racist. Why do you say that, Raymond? I've honestly, I think he's played a racist before in other things. I'm blanking on it at the moment. Let me look since I'm on the IMDb here. I'm on the IMDb, what here. But I'm fairly sure Robert Patrick has played some weird ass well, there's the Faculty where he just played an asshole. I mean, he was a gym teacher, so I mean, there's that. But yeah, I mean, I don't know what else. Oh, the Mayans MC. I think wasn't he a racist in that one? I think he was a racist in Mayans MC. So he was in that as well. So there you go. Anyway, with that note, what else do I have going on the rest of this week? Well, tomorrow is this little show that you probably never heard of before, but it's ending. So I mean, I don't know if anyone's going to watch it. It's called The Expanse. So the series finale of The Expanse is tomorrow. Saturday is going to be Saturday Morning Blast Off, where I take the genre news of the weekend and genre stuff you guys want to talk about. We talk about it. Sunday will be episodes 2 and 3 of Peacemaker. Monday I'll be off. Tuesday will be another episode. Is it worth my time? I don't know what I'm doing as of yet. We'll figure it out. Wednesday will be the Book of Boba Fett, and hopefully we don't have a repeat of this week's episode because fuck, that was bad. And then Thursday, we roll back around again to episode 4 of Peacemaker. So there you go. You're gonna stay up for Book of Boba Fett or The Expanse? Because The Expanse is out right now. So if you're interested in watching The Expanse, it released, what was it, like, a hour or 2 ago? Somewhere around there. Yeah. So I'm gonna be watching that right after I'm done here. So it's out on Amazon Prime now, out into the wild. All right. With that, I'm gonna let you guys go. Raymond says, "What? Thanks." Yeah, it's already out, man. Thank you to everybody who joined me today in the chat, and thank you if you made it this far in the video. If you're still on the fence about subscribing, take a look at the video that pops up at the very end here. See where my fingers are dancing right there? It's gonna be right over here. And basically, what YouTube does takes the algorithms, all the stuff you've been watching, and tries to match it as best as possible to one of the videos my vast video library and pops up there just for you. And if you like what you see there, hit that subscribe button down below there. And if you can, hit that like button and share button as well. And if you want to know when I'm going to be on live again next, go over to suspendedfanimation.com. Take a look at the schedule up there. I change it out every week. Also, I have all the links to my social media on there and all the links to my pages as well. All right. With that said, I'm going to let you guys go so you can go watch The Expanse. I know that's what you're going to do. So thank you, everybody. I will see you again tomorrow for the review of The Expanse. Until then, don't let the door hit your ass on the way out. Otherwise, you might find out that your dad left your cell phone coverage on, even though you're in jail for the last 4 years, and so you've just been paying for it, and all your money's gone because that's what happens. Yeah. Thanks, everybody. I will see you again tomorrow. Until then, stay safe, be well, take care, wear those masks, get those vaccine shots, get those boosters as well, and get the flu shot as well. It all ties in. All right, everybody. Thank you. I will see you again tomorrow. Stay safe out there and have a good night and enjoy The Expanse while you're watching it. Thanks, everybody.